Recently, there's been a lawsuit filed by representatives of the Haemophilia community regarding a scandal by Cutter Biological back in the early 80s. What happened, basically, was they had distributed a medicine for hemophilia that was contaminated with the AIDS virus. And they were supposed to do, there wasn't really that much known about the AIDS virus in the early 80s, but they had to do specific screening for things that were known, like hepatitis, for example. And it was extremely costly, and they had a time limit, and so they just cut the screening, and they sent out the medication. Thousands of people died from AIDS. And when they finally, the community realized, wait, it's this medication that is the problem, Cutter Biological said, oh, our bad, we're sorry. And basically started distributing a new medication to Europe and the US. To Africa, Southeast Asia, they were still distributing the old medicine. Knowingly distributing AIDS-contaminated medicine, and nobody knew. Now, 20 years later, they've gathered enough evidence to know that A, they stopped the screening because it was too costly, B, they knowingly distributed the old medication to Asia and Africa, and C, they did this because the cost of recalling all of that medication was huge, and they would have saved so much money by just waiting out until they had enough money to send this new medication to Asia and Africa. But in the meantime, we're still going to make money off the old medication. And it's just, people are surprised by this, but it's the way things work. That's the way drug companies operate. They have to operate that way. They have to operate that way if they want to keep their honchos in the payroll, if they want to keep being a billion-dollar industry. Profit surpasses people. Because if a few thousand people die, the company still stays in business. But if a few thousand people are helped, and one dude doesn't get his $200,000 paycheck, he's not going to be happy. He's not going to do his job to the best of his ability. He might leave and go to your competitor. Oh, man. This shit just makes me so mad, because imagine just being one of those dudes. Your life already sucks if you have hemophilia. Your life already sucks. And then, all of a sudden you have hemophilia and AIDS. That sucks. And he's taking this medication trusting that, okay, this will help me better my life. I can't understand the possible thunder shock of, getting AIDS from medicine. And not knowing, too. What if you were married and you gave it to your wife, or your pregnant wife at that, because of this company, and they got away with it for 20 years and nobody said anything? The world revolves around money. Politics follows cash, follows the green. It's the way the world works, especially the drug industry.